Look, we've been doing, I don't know how many interviews. I'm shattered. We have dozens of interviews done with even more dozens of games. Welcome to So Play We All Spiel 2024. More magic being goodness. Now we're going for 16. And this is a completely different thing. This is very
완전 다른데.
tactile and it has a lot of pieces.
아주 많은 타일들이 있고.
What is 16 all about?
게임이 무엇인가요? 무슨 게임인가요?
요 게임은 이제 오름차순으로 라인을 정렬하는 그런 게임입니다. 내가 가지고 있는 타일을 이제 게임판에 많이 내서 내가 가지고 있는 숫자의 합을 작게 만드는 게 요 게임의 포인트입니다.
Well, so it's basically a game where each player has a certain amount of tiles because this will be distributed evenly to the players, and the goal is the rule is you have to always put a higher number than the previous number, and matching the colors. And at the end, if, for example, someone has one because that person has no tiles anymore, all the other players will count their sum of the resting tiles.
Okay.
And the person with the highest number loses. So that's the general basic concept of the game. Always put a higher number in the sequence.
Okay. That sounds incredibly simple, but I'm guessing there is more to it because I can see some screens in here. So what else should we know about this?
So these screens exactly are for example, if you play with other players and you don't want them to see your tiles, it would be your, so to say, little wall to hide it behind. And as you can see, there are 5 colors. And for those colors, for example, you can always place a higher number. You can place also directly a 10. And the highest number is a 16.
Okay.
That's why the game is also called 16. And there are, as you can see, some special, let's say, effects depending on some tiles. Yeah. If you, for example, you can place 1. If you have also a sequence, really a group of numbers in a following order, you can place them directly.
Okay.
Yeah. If we are, for example, at layer 10, 11, 13, and you have the 16, then it starts at 1 again, so you can play then a 2 there.
Oh.
If, for example, it's an end, you cannot place anything
after
there.
that.
But let's say someone has an 11 and sees this and says, okay, it would be really nice to play this 11 because if not, at the end I will have 11 points added up. So either I can use this or this. The difference is if I use this, I can remove, for example, only the last one, only 1 tile. Then I can place, for example, the 15 there and the 16 can come later. If I say, okay, I have an 11, and this is like the scissors, but it can remove several in a row. And then you can place your 11 and it continues. The person who doesn't have any more because they are 88 tiles.
Yeah.
If one person doesn't have any tiles anymore, that person wins.
So somebody could try and be clever and evil and do from the start that.
That's possible, yes.
And then I could come and say, get lost.
Yes, that's also possible. Yes.
Yeah. And that would disappear forever.
Yeah. Well, it would disappear. Yes, it would disappear with this item. Yeah. And also, for example, a special rule: you cannot put like this and then directly this. This wouldn't be possible.
Okay.
That's maybe the only thing which is not possible, but the rest is basically color based. And of course, this would be risky because if I don't have any gray colors anymore, then it's good. But if I have, of course, I want to lose all my lower numbers.
But you want to do that before somebody else cuts you off.
Exactly.
I can see this being a game where you have to mess up with other players a
다른
lot.
사람들이랑 굉장히 정신없이 계속 왔다 갔다 할 게임이라고 예상이 되네요. 재밌게. Yes, it's correct.
Yes.
I like that. That sounds like a
요걸 한 이제 2년 전부터 우리가 SN에 나왔는데 그때부터 이제 반응이 되게 좋아서 지금 여러 이제 국가에서 지금 이걸 저기 라이센스하고 퍼블리싱 하려고 지금 하고 있습니다.
This, in comparison to the other games that we showed until now, has been presented already on the SN Spiel show already 2 years ago. And since then, continuously, we had many companies who were, or many publishers who were very interested. So we are now in the process of also, let's say soon, being able to sell it in European markets and other American markets.
That's amazing. That's really fantastic news. So I'm looking forward to that being available because this looks like a very, very cool party game that can be taught like that very quickly, and it would be really, really fun to play.
굉장히 재밌을 것 같다고.
So if you like really tactile games, because these feel very good, and numbers games,
느낌도 되게 좋다.
this is for you. But if not, watch out, keep watching, because we're going to have more games very, very soon indeed. Thank you very much indeed, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much. Yeah.